Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. This is Alison, I'm Gary.
Hello.
And we are here for you to listen to me talk, and Alison occasionally to chip in, talk about stuff under the heading of grey matters, of which
That's us.
that's us. We matter, and we more than matter. We are really important.
We are.
Well, I agree. I think we are. I think we. Yeah. Ageing is a process that I think people shy away from.
And a privilege.
Huh?
And a privilege.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not nearly as shit as people tell you when you're young.
Yeah. I think if I'd at the age of 19, 20, I'd have known that, like yesterday, I got up early, sat on the patio, had my breakfast with 3 sleeping cats and ample quantities of coffee, and just chilled. Yesterday I could just do very little for an entire day while it was a beautiful sun. While you're all talking about, oh, isn't it hot, and heat wave bingo.
Every year.
Anyway. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the tiresome thing about being old. We've heard all this shit.
Yeah, we have.
For a long time.
But do you say you've got to make the most of it because you may only have 80 summers.
80 summers. Okay.
And when you think that that's all you might have, and this is my 68th, 69th, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Makes you think. Just make the most of it.
Yeah.
Stop whinging.
Yeah. Get out. Country walks.
Awesome.
Go to a national trust. Read a good book.
Get in the gym.
You are being serious, aren't you? I've done it in the past, but I'm not going to do it again.
No,
it's just boring. But as I said when you came in, and I offered you an alternative of a beverage, being very Sheldon, that it could be an iced
with ice
cream, which would have more than 0 calories.
Yeah.
And I said, how disciplined you were when you refused it. So I'm going to have my iced coffee.
Just because I'm old doesn't mean I've thrown aside all my stuff.
I've never been that sort of person with food or drink. I
think we touched on that before.
Yeah, we have. So, anywho, right. It's been a long time since we've.
It has.
So it's been a few months. It's a thing. I don't know.
You've been busy.
People get this impression of me that I'm a busy person. I'm not.
But you've been.
I occupy my time.
In your head, you've been occupied as well.
I occupy my time, and then we decided we were going to talk about the elephants in the room, of which there are 4 elephants. Well, no, 8 elephants.
Well, yeah. Yes, indeed.
Which is this is
sort of under.
Well, if those nipples had arrived, I could have loaned them to you. I'm really disappointed they did. I know we've talked about sort of nipples, and do I have an obsession? And the answer is no. And I gave you all the reasoning why, because all the reasonings, and say I've done nude photography, I've done male and female nude photography. I did actually work for a TNA, tit and arse photographer a long time ago, back in the 80s. So I did see a lot of badly lit bodies. And it's when you see a beautifully lit body, that beautifully styled, with or without nipples and what have you. And then we're going back to talking about Robert Crumb. Then he got diverted into that he was a pervert. Probably, but there was one thing that I really liked about, and I never mentioned another thing that was on my mind about nipples, was his drawing of nipples, which were always very pneumatic. Yeah. And then when I went to art college, we did get life drawing once a week, 3-hour session with this beautiful. Very curvaceous model called Mavis, who'd been doing it for years. She was wonderful. She was one that actually her critique of us I used to really like, because she'd seen hundreds of students coming along, and she was fairly truthful. She wasn't harsh, but it was like things like, well, I mean, she wasn't a tutor, but she was good. And then, I remember her telling me about a gay action man figure as well. Yeah, funny old conversations you have with people. So yeah, there was that aspect of it. There was a girl that was in the second year when I was in the first year that used to do a lot of pastiche type artwork based on classics, which she did one, not Déjeuner sur l'herbe. I think it might be Bacchus and the Rape of Ariadne. It's a classic. There's lots of action going on, and there's lots of flowers and fruit and this, that, and the other. But then you've got she did all the female nudes as a Robert Crumb style with these pneumatic nipples, and I always wondered whatever happened to her. I have to try and find her.
I did a pastiche of Déjeuner sur l'herbe, swapping the male and female.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. Well, it's a photograph or a painting?
It was a painting. No, it wasn't. It was a photo.
Okay.
That wasn't the painting I did.
Okay. Because I remember the controversy with the Bow Wow Wow one.
Oh, because she was underage.
Well,
Ragingly
underage.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like.
And I'd like to say mine was before that.
Really? Bloody hell.
I mean, 76.
I'm a big fan of Malcolm McLaren, but there are one or two things that I find really distasteful about him, and that aspect, Annabella, she was so young, and that's sure. I need to. Okay, nipples. Right, what it is? Yes, I have an exhibition under the heading of Satan Loves Slags, which I'm optimistic that people are going to clutch their pearls over straight away. One hopes. And not my title. I didn't come up with it. Darren Clayton, thank you very much for alerting me to these two pieces of marvellous graffiti. One of them being Satan Loves Slags and the other one being Shit, I'm a Classy Cunt, which I tried to explain to somebody my love of offensive graffiti. It's a challenge. I don't know why I like it. I think it.
I've enjoyed the photos we've taken.
Yeah.
Questionable.
But that really surprised. I just say people not say constantly surprised, but I always think that there's always something about people that there's often things that are unexpected about people, and one of them was that your willingness to pose by a wank.
I love that.
It's a great shot.
Apart from the fact I look fabulous.
You too. It's a great bit of.
It was the juxtaposition was so.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Yeah, it's funny that composition thing. I'm not bad at it, am I?
For an amateur.
For an amateur, yeah.
But what was interesting was lots of people found it very amusing as
well. Did
they?
Yeah, they did. You see, that's what I liked about my best-selling print, which I've retired, which was You're a Cunt, and it was. The initial thing was that it was graffiti. It was abandoned furniture in a street. The graffiti, very large graffiti on the use of the word cunt, but the biggest thing was the grammatical error. So Y-O-U-R, yeah, not R-E, apostrophe R-E. Oh. So
if you're going to use offensive words, you need to have decent English education.
I am so the opposite, because I know you're not on Facebook, but there is a page that I really like called Illiterate Britain. I think I may have.
Overwhelming.
I know I've sent you a couple, but I love things like that. And one of my other here's a little thing. I think if I ever spot one, or Darren spots one, because Darren sells vintage toys and things like that, but it's the fakes. I absolutely love the fake toys, and there's ones like they never give things their proper name. Like there's one of a blister pack of Jesus with Godzilla. And something else, and they call it something like Saintly Man with Lizard Boy, and it's sort of, it's like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that inauthenticity being sold as something.
Yes, yeah.
And I used to go to a clothing kilo sale in Tyseley, and I think I may have showed you. I picked up a silk Versace shirt which was sold by weight, so it was probably something like about 15 pence. So I browsing through there, they used to have a lot of the things like fake Adidas, so it was like spelt wrong, the wrong logo. I love it. If only they'd been an extra large at the time, I'd have had the lot. I'd have had the lot. So anyway, yeah, Satan Loves Slags. It's an exhibition on at the Stryx Gallery, which is at the Minerva Works in Digbeth. It's just off Faisley Street. It's actually right next door to Stephen Knight's new pad. So I'm gonna try and get through the gates and drop in an invite to, I don't know, anybody, receptionist. But if some famouses want to come along, I'm absolutely fine with that. So yes, 26 to the 31st of August of this year. And in fact, I've commented that it is 2 months today I shall be setting up. And I'm actually the artwork itself is ready. I've got about there's an envelope over there with about 4 things that I was undecided about, but they're going to get framed. And I didn't realise how long framing took.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you're in a queue, aren't you?
In a queue,
and you're coming up to graduation time, so.
I dropped images off. Prints. No, well he printed them, so I gave the go ahead. I think it was about early December, and he phoned me up and saying he's just had a rush job on school photography. So yeah, I'm sort of in between Christmas school portraits and graduation. No, they've been done a couple of months. So I'm ahead of myself. Things are ready. Been to the gallery. I'm at the process of. I suppose I could actually do it with AI, but I don't really want to. I'm going to build a maquette.
Oh, we're going to do it that way.
I'm going to do
drawing it
rather than drawing.
I'd be straight into CAD, but that's just me.
But I think I'm actually going to make a little diorama because I can, and if it looks okay when I finish, I'm going to put it on display.
Well, it's the Temu version.
The Temu version, of which these are not Temu.
These are not.
Because
size.
I've had huge anxiety. No, not really huge anxiety. I've swung between. I like what I'm doing. I'm liking what I'm doing, and then the end result, one at a time, ineffective. But I think as a group. So they're my slagettes. I'm a bit like Holston.
Are they going to have music playing behind them then?
Absolutely. Oh yes, I've already. That's already in hand.
Is it?
There's going to be music playing, of course. Yes.
Because they need their own theme.
I think so. Yes. Well, that's a thing that might be discussed tomorrow night.
And lighting.
It depends. But you came along to the gallery a couple of weeks ago, didn't you? First floor, great natural light.
Good natural light.
But there's probably curtains, I imagine. Yeah. So Stryx Gallery, really looking. I'll be there. I wish I had a load of choice of galleries, but I didn't. They were the only one. However, they were a bloody good one. So and Stryx Gallery, although when I emailed them, there was almost like an apologetic email back that I might have to wait a little while. I was expecting never to hear from them again. However, they were the first ones to respond. They were the ones with the date this year, otherwise I'd have had to wait until 2027. So, and the space, I really like the space and the fact there's lots of things that's just really great about it, which there is the video viewing room, so there will be the World of Cherub, a re-edited version, and reflecting on what I've written and sent to you the other night for approval. It was a thought that I'm going to follow the progress of it, so it's like the world of Cherub and then kind of beyond, because I'm not going to say we deviated, but we came to a different juncture. We've taken a little bit of a break from things. I think Mark's working himself to death currently, so take that on board. You need to bring that down a little bit. Take that down a notch. So yeah, it's the way I've evolved.
Well, art doesn't stay still.
No.
I know. Good artist, I think, is never satisfied with what they've done. No, it's never finished.
I'm going to go into no memory. No memory, no memory.
That's probably my thing.
So yeah, so the artwork, that aspect is done. The framing is done, and the framing was just worth waiting for, because I know it's a black frame with a mount. Neutral coloured mount, but they're beautifully.
It just looks super professional.
Yeah, it does. So I had this period in between then and August that I could do something extra. I wanted something that would expand, not necessarily add to a message, because there isn't a message, or there is. There's lots of layers. There's layers purely for myself. There's jokey layers that I will understand. There's some things that people... we have discussed this beforehand. Art, it's not for other people.
Or draw your own conclusions.
Yeah, draw your own conclusions.
Because if it doesn't make you think, it isn't.
Indeed. So we have these, which are is an extension of... I collect mannequins. I've been tidying out my studio, which, if you could see the other way around, it's not a Rubik's Cube as much as it used to be. But I do collect mannequins. I did have up in the attic a bunch of torsos. That what happens, I thought, well, they're either going to languish up there, or I can do something with them, because I used to customise mannequins, but I just used to spray them. And I struck. There's one in the garden with "fuck" written all over it in silver letters. So I went on this thing where if I can combine bits of my artwork into those, and with all the other things I've got around me, of which I think if I was institutionalised, they would look at what things I've collected over the years and put the term hoarder on me.
Indeed.
I think that would be
the programme about you.
Yeah, there would be this really concerned looking therapist.
Very nice middle class lady.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
To sort you out.
To declutter.
In a marigolds.
Yes. So there's things in here that I pointed out.
The gentleman.
The gent with the very, very pneumatic nipples. He's got nipple piercings, and bits and pieces are from a Westwood necklace that got broken, and it's been in a drawer. And I would say I've probably had it in a drawer, broken, for at least 15 years. So yeah, things have been deconstructed. I've created things. I've made things. I've had fabric printed with images on them. So I'd say this sort of kind of cohesive chaoticness I kind of like. So yeah, there's going to be a little feature of these, just to add further bit of either colour or weirdness or what. So yes, that's... Bless them. So, and yeah, the intention is to re-edit World of Cherub, to add things onto, yeah, and these things I've got some music that I can loop better.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's like one of those things. At the time when I was doing it, I thought, if I'd asked Chris just to make a longer version, he would have done, and he did do. So it's things like that. It works a little bit better.
So you tightened it up.
I'm tightening, not tight. Yeah, it's something that I've been thinking about now. Well, we're in end of June, which I was thinking about. Oh, I'll get that done in December, January, and here we are. But
it'll be done.
It'll be done.
It's worth coming along and watching. It's special.
and I've wanted to advertise myself in my own little manner. I didn't want to just put a poster up and say, here I am. I'm trying to think of creative ways to do different things, hence the reason why some absolutely ridiculously epileptic inducing videos have been made, and it's all me learning.
They're so cool. And a range of t-shirts.
And a range of t-shirts, yes, and possibly possibly more. Who knows? Who knows? So it's an exciting but strange limbo juncture, and allowing me freedom to evolve.
But put it in your diaries, and there is time for you to plan ahead and make sure you're there.
Yes, and there's plenty of parking round, not free parking. Yeah, there's parking right opposite the Minerva Works and just on the end of the road, so it's things like that. You can get down there quite easy. It's not that far out of Birmingham city centre. I've walked there more than once. So yeah, there's going to be that, and the planning process of a launch is sort of underway, and I'm hoping to have some random surprises. So yeah, so that's that. Yes, there was I did actually think, should I do something unexpected, and I'm going to say that was actually on my mind.
Yeah, well, stilt walkers with nipple tassels.
Stilt walkers with, yeah, but how do they go up the stairs?
They won't be able to be inside, they'll just be outside.
Create like a circus spectacle. I do know a stilt walker actually.
Oh, do you? Yeah. With nipple tassels?
I can do those, I can create that. Yeah. But yeah, random, just, yeah, I want to, yeah, be absurd, be provocative, be antagonistic, be a subculture, be niche, whatever. All these sort of ridiculous things when you yeah.
I think you want to be. I think you should be saying you are.
I know I am. I know I'm ridiculous sometimes.
That wasn't the word I was
And I know I'm an
on.
antagonist.
Yeah.
And I know I'm provocative.
Yeah.
In all sorts
niche,
of
niche.
Yeah. But yeah, secret messages hidden in things. Go looking for them. If you find them, well done you. Follow the instructions. There are things, and I'm not going to do. I hate using the word hidden in plain sight because it makes me think of people like Jimmy Savile. I'm not that sort of person, but there are things that are hidden in plain sight, which is I like the ability to be cheeky. And I was having a phone call about something unrelated, and I said sometimes I am like a 12-year-old schoolboy finding out about toilet gags, tittering at nipples, miss. So yeah, I've not. Oh yes, I was told by one of my exes a long time ago that I hadn't really grown up.
Oh, show me a man who has.
Exactly. So that's the plan, and I know we've kind of I've dominated this quite a lot, but
you're on a mission.
I'm on a mish, and but we did say last time we were going to talk about grooming, and
next time then.
Next time, but
it is clearly important to both of us, as you can see.
I think the detail will come from yourself, because this morning when I was getting dressed, I reflected on how I used to get ready for work when I worked at McDonald's back in the mid-80s. I used to get up at something like 5:45, and I'd be washed, dressed, shaved, hair dried, because I used to dry my hair because it was longish, I think, at the time, but it was a bit of a poncy wedge. So I used to dry my hair and have some breakfast and then walk to work because I used to live on the other side of the park in Tamworth. I used to be there for something like 7 o'clock. So I used to do all of that in 15 minutes.
And
now, if I brush my hair, I would say, yeah, since the weekend I haven't brushed my hair. Just
let it do its
let
thing.
it do its own thing. Yeah. I'm not a product sort of person. Hence the reason why we've got bathrooms full of products, because things get bought and I never use them.
I shall start stealing some then.
Oh yeah, what do you want? Do you want
Because
some beard wax?
Well, it probably is the same as you put in your hair.
Yeah, moustache wax is. I put moustache wax in my hair because I get
Yeah.
a better quiff
Yeah.
from that, and it's not. I'm unusually particular about things that go into my hair because I want hold, but I don't want rigidity. I don't want that crash helmet feel. So I want a quiff, but I want something that I can.
You can run your fingers
I can
through
toss my hair
and reform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I used to, one of my lecturers at Gloucester used to have really, really long hair, and we went for a car drive, and he had an open top car, and when we got out the car,
Just a knotted.
no,
Was it not?
no, it was quite the opposite. It just sort of like gently fell into this fantastic shape, whereas mine, I look like Elsa Lanchester without the grey. So, and I think that's going to be a bigger thing for you to talk about grooming, yeah.
Okay.
Because I just.
Well, my final word on grooming would be, why wouldn't you?
It's true, yeah. It's
because it shows respect for the people around you as well as for yourself.
Okay. And on that note, I think we've got about a couple of minutes, and I think you've probably had enough of complete rambling. So let us say good night, good morning, good night. Yeah, it's a bit Truman Show, isn't it? I think the Truman Show is one of the scariest.
It's horrifying.
It is. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks like that.
It's absolutely ghastly.
Yeah. Horrific, frightening, really, really frightening. Yeah. So, good morning.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Catch you later.